You're a player for the opposing Partizan Belgrade. You get ready in the dressing room with nothing but the game on your mind. Your cleats are on, you're mentally ready for the game. As you march down through the tunnel, riddled with nationalistic graffiti, military presence reminds you of the war-torn memories. Then as you reach the field, the altitude from the staircase ascends as your heart sinks. Your ears pop as you feel the emotions of the crowd roaring down, belittling you. All of a sudden you don't feel as good as you did 5 minutes ago. But how? To understand how, we need to understand what a fan is first. A consumer's affiliation to a brand can be defined by using John Smart's rising scale of involvement. So you've got your prospect, who's at the bottom tier of the scale. They're your most casual consumer who knows little to nothing about your brand but are seen as potential customers. Then your occasional customer is someone who's willing to purchase what you're selling but on a small scale with infrequent purchasing habits. Your regular customer. They bring the majority of the business your way, showing glimpses of brand loyalty, however they don't recommend you to others. Lastly, advocates. Advocates are the peak of marketing and sales for the business industries. They will publicly support and share your virtues with everyone else. But that's where it stops. Sports is different. It has another level not shared with any other industry. The Ultra. So what is an Ultra? Stemming from the world of soccer, Ultras are the most extreme and fanatical supporters of an organization. They're more than just a big fan, it's more than just a game to them, it's a lifestyle. It's a major part of their lives.
That's a major key.
They have an incredible amount of power when compared to your standard fan. They fill entire sections of stadiums every game. They coordinate chants, not just cheering the team on, but intimidating the other opponents and fans as well. They aren't just viewers, they're entertainment within the entertainment of the game, and they need to be understood. No video or song a team plays on the Jumbotron can even remotely compare to the spirit and excitement Ultras bring to the game. This excitement can only do wonders for a team that is trying to bring new fans in constantly.
New is always better?
Ultras can be a massive part of bringing in even the most casual fans who just want to witness and be a part of the excitement. And that's what Ultras are comprised of. With the passion Ultras bring to sport, the opportunity for tensions to boil over are abundant. Within one of the most tense rival derbies in soccer between Partizan and Zvezda, each match day is nothing short of a hostile environment. On a global spectrum, Ultras have the power to influence a political agenda through sport. In 2013, during a Euro Cup qualifier between war-torn Serbia and Albania, an ultra-Albanian supporter flew a very nationalistic flag with a drone over the players during the match. This sparked violence between the players, which erupted into a Serbian attack against the Albanian national team. This occurrence was brought to the Court of Arbitration for Sport after the game was immediately terminated, resulting in a 3-point deduction for Serbia, eventually ruling them out of the Euro Cup qualifier. The Serbian Football Federation was punished due to their failure to control the crowd. These actions often lead to something called a behind-closed-door match. When racism and violence between fans gets out of hand, teams can be forced to play with no one in the crowd. Not only are players affected by this, but the organization suffers from a loss of revenue and negative media image. Beyond affecting the club, the Ultras have a massive influence amongst the players. Patrice Evra, former right back of Marseille and past captain of Manchester United and the French national team, has been scrutinized by the Ultra fans due to his poor performance, leading to Evra taking matters into his own hands through violent action against these Ultras, which resulted into the exile of Evra from their club. The positives shine through the negatives as the Ultras have an influence on the front office in regards to team management. The lifetime value of a fan is the estimated profit to be expected from the customer over his or her lifespan of business with you.
Oh my goodness, are you dolled up? How do you do?
How much is a fan worth to your business? Think about the merchandise sales. Think about how many tickets are sold per season. Think about the cable subscriptions. Now consider all of this for an Ultra.
Here we go, Seth.
An Ultra buys and wears more fan gear. They go to more games, home and away, every season. They load up on concessions. An Ultra will go to the concessions, get a hot dog, get a beer every time before halftime, whatever the tradition is, simply so the team doesn't lose. That creates sales. Have a look at this comparison. The Ultra looks like the type of character you see on October 31st. He has the helmet, he has the face paint, he has the jersey, the pants, and the accessories. The regular fan just has a jersey and a pair of jeans. At the high end, it's projected Ultras may spend close to $342,000 supporting their club over their Ultra lifespan. in comparison to a regular fan who might just spend $11,000 at the bare minimum. It's hard to fathom the revenue out there if you had an entire section of just Ultra supporters. The difference between Ultras and a sport manager is that it's not all about the money. It's about the heart and the passion they have for their clubs. A thorough example of this is the Brazilian soccer club Sport Recife.
Amar não tem comparação, torcida, não tem. O resto é resto. Primeiro Deus, segundo esporte, terceira família e quarto trabalho.
Ultras have a unique aspect to them. Their pride, their sense of community, and their passion for the team has the potential to create valuable change. Consider these fans from Sport Recife Football Club.
Ainda mais se quando eu doar meus órgãos, pô, meu pulmão for pro cara do Náutico, torcedor do Náutico, ele vai respirar o esporte.
Então, Diego, eu estou aqui e ele é do esporte. E vamos continuar fazendo o esporte e vamos aí, torcida do esporte, vamos doar. Vamos mais essa corrente, né? Vamos parar.
This movement is simply outstanding. Thanks to the dedication of these Ultra fans who have put their love for football second only to God, the waitlist for organs has fallen to zero in Brazil.
Wow.
Why can't every team do this?
Get her done.
Sport Club Recife has established what could be a norm for organ donations across the world, and we only have them and the Ultras to thank for that.
2 beats of the drum, and everyone simultaneously claps. And the 2 beats get quicker, and the claps get louder and louder.
It goes faster and faster and faster.
Until it leads up to this one moment where the beats of the drum and the claps are almost simultaneous, and then everyone erupts in a roar.
It would give one shivers.
It's bone chilling to be on the field when something like that is happening, to have such passionate people behind us.
And actually made us stronger as a team.
Ultras create an unrivaled atmosphere in the entertainment industry. In Sport Recife's case, Ultra culture is extremely dominant in the sport of football. How do we compare that to the sport of golf and the Waste Management Open? Think of golf spectators for a moment. They follow a certain etiquette, they're quiet, and they're respectful of the sport. They're almost judgmental in the way they simply watch and applaud. Now watch this clip of Francesco Molinari getting a hole-in-one.
And I got to say, before we started this show, Matt Gogol said, watch out for 16 today.
Famously known for being the loudest hole in golf, people from all over gather at the Phoenix Open to be a part of the 16th hole experience.
There is mayhem.
This is a form of Ultra that is not seated towards a certain team or player, but instead the crowd is electrified by the event itself. The environment at this hole energizes the players and the fans and elevates the excitement of golf entirely. As teams struggle to maintain current fan relationships and bring in new ones, this is where the future of marketing could lie in as teams look for new ways to interact with their fans.
It rained yesterday. It's raining Pabst Blue Ribbon right now or something like that.
North American teams have done very little to support Ultra fandom. For a team that sells out every night, it isn't a necessary requirement, but what about a team like the Carolina Hurricanes? With the Hurricanes as an example, consistently at the bottom of the league in attendance, we ask, what if they sectioned off an area in the lower bowl for its loudest, biggest supporters so they can coordinate chants, drumming, and create an atmosphere that attracts fans simply to watch those Ultras? This doesn't just get themselves excited, but the rest of the arena around them. Sure, your team doing well is a massive factor, but if fans are having a good time, they're more than likely going to come back. And that's the key.
That's a major key.
Especially when you don't have the best product performing. Marketers need to find ways to bring people in regardless of how well the team is doing. And Ultras should be a huge part of this.